Get ready for Lights Out. If you're looking for the latest on the New York Yankees, join host Dan Rourke and Patrick Hennessy as they talk about all the latest news and rumors. Now, it's time for Lights Out.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 1, the inauguration of the Lights Out podcast, hosted by myself, Patrick Hennessy, and my co-host, Dan Rourke.
Pat, how you doing, man?
I'm awesome. I think we've been discussing this for, months now at this point.
Ultimately, years, if you think about it, years in making with Unhinged talk.
We've been planning to do, a serious, consistent, legit podcast for years now. And we tried it with an Unhinged talk, and we didn't really stay consistent. But this is, our baby now. I'm ready to go full throttle.
100%.
So, yeah, what we're going to be doing with this podcast, it's going to be once a week, maybe 2 times a week if there's breaking news that we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And we're basically just going to give you the best Yankees content on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, on any social media platform.
Absolutely. All across the web.
All across the web. Yeah, so as many of you might not know me, my name is Patrick Hennessy. I'm the owner of UnhingedYankees.com. We are the best Yankees blog on the internet. We're fully media credentialed for all levels of the Yankees minor leagues.
Mm-hmm.
That gives us access to the clubhouse. We could interview whoever we want.
I used to work there.
You did, until you left. Yeah, but we have a great team of about 15 writers that produce daily content. I also own Unhinged Clothing, and to make it short, I just like to do stuff online. What about you, Dan?
I like the way you worded that. I like to do stuff online too. But yeah, as for me, I do a lot of stuff on social media. I own a few Instagram accounts that led to me creating my own brand called Rourke Media. I own Yankees Avenue on Instagram, which covers the Yankees day by day with breaking news, and then in season we have pre-games, post-games, all that. So make sure you do follow Yankees Avenue. I also have the #1 channel on YouTube for Yankees content, just called Dan Rourke. We're approaching about 17,000 subscribers. Probably going to hit that this month. So that basically sums it all up. There's a bunch more stuff. You can just go to rourkemedia.com and check all that out if you want to learn more about me, I guess. That's basically it.
That's awesome. That's Dan. This is me. Let's get started.
Word up.
So, first topic
I'm excited, bro.
I'm excited, too. This is going to be awesome.
Word, bro. Let's talk baseball. I've been waiting all day. I feel cooped up.
Let's get into our first topic here. Let's just address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Gerrit Cole. Gerrit Cole, in my opinion, he's going to be the greatest Yankee signing of the 2020s.
Of the 2020s, bro? I said ever, first of all. And I just tweeted that out.
Do you think he's going to sign before January?
Before today, because there's been a lot of, heat going towards the
Today went crazy with the news.
Honestly, I was thinking January is when Gerrit Cole would sign. Now, I'm going to stay with January, but I could definitely see it being within the next week or two.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the winter meetings starting.
We were just about to start recording the podcast, and then, of course, Jeff Passan has to tweet this out. He goes, the New York Yankees have made signing right-hander Gerrit Cole their top priority and have ownership-level approval to offer him a record deal.
And let's talk about that because the ownership giving approval, that is so beyond.
That's the biggest.
Record-setting deal. That is absolutely
huge.
Ginormous. Just the fact that we're doing that now, that makes me feel so much better. And I started to feel a lot better and get a little more excited when I found out they were meeting with Gerrit Cole, obviously.
Yeah.
Which we all knew they would do. But this more so feels like momentum rather than just speculation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. The ball is in their court. I really feel like the Yankees are the favorites.
I don't know though, because is the ball in their court? Because it seems like at this point, the only thing that's going to stop Gerrit Cole from being a Yankee in 2020 and beyond is, does he want to go to the West Coast or not? And that's what it ultimately seems to come down to. Because if that's not the case, I would say it's a lock that he is going to be a Yankee.
I look at it this way. CC Sabathia, this is the same exact scenario with CC Sabathia before the 2009 season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's from the West Coast. There was reports he wanted to be in the West Coast. He was going to sign with the Angels. He signed with the Yankees because they offered him the most money and the best opportunity to win. So I think that's going to be the same case with Cole.
And it's not even just the money. And this is what I like about the Cole meeting. And you kind of figured they were going to do this. But they also pitched just what being a Yankee would mean to like his
Yep.
legacy and what like being a Yankee means. They basically pitched the pinstripes, which is really awesome. And
Yeah.
you see what Passan said on the Michael Kay show yesterday, that the two things Gerrit Cole wants, I think one was to win multiple World Series, obviously.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
And he
just
wanted
in
to be
general.
the...
And then two,
Yeah.
the greatest pitcher of his generation, I think he said,
Yeah.
which is awesome, bro. He's a beast, dude.
That's just, like, by him saying that, that just proves to me that he's a winner. Like,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't care what
He's a
anybody
fucking
says it about him, like, even though he didn't talk to the Houston media after the World Series Game 7, like, which I thought was, like, a kind of bad on his part, but,
I
like,
liked it, to be honest.
he's a bona fide, like, gamer. Like,
real
I'll
quick,
throw
though.
him on the mound for any game.
Speaking of this, though, I feel like doesn't I'm not sure if you've heard his interviews or not. His voice does not match like my perception of him. He has a high pitched voice.
I can't remember what his voice sounds like off the
Like
top of
after
my
this,
head.
bro, watch an interview with Gerrit Cole. I'm telling you, it doesn't match up.
But yeah, did you see what the report was that he apparently told the Yankees that he has no West Coast bias?
Yeah, which is good to see, obviously. But at the same time, what else do you expect him to say? He is trying to get a lot of money, so I mean, he can't. Because if he said that, then that would eliminate the Yankees, and that eliminates
I don't know if it would have eliminated them. I think it might have driven their price up higher.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice to see. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get too excited about that.
I mean, I think that like it's definitely not something Cole's lying about because that's not something you would lie about, you know?
Yeah, I remember, and when that news came out, I remember I was gonna post. Like, I think John Heyman tweeted it. I was gonna post it
Yeah.
on Yanks Ave, and then I even thought about it, and I was like, I mean, what else are you supposed to say? So I threw it up on the story, which basically classifies it as like B news, you know?
Yeah.
But it's nice to see. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think we just need to break the bank. Like, what
Yeah, we
is the
will.
amount of money and years you would give to Cole today?
If Dan Rourke is in charge,
Yeah, Dan Rourke is in charge of the Yankees.
fuck it, dude. And I'm like, as I have as much money as like the Steinbrenners.
Yep, you have an endless
Okay.
amount of money.
Cole, I mean, $300 million. I mean, realistically, honestly,
Yeah,
the
but how many
financial
years?
aspect wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. If I have to go to like a certain extent, I would do it. But I mean, I guess 8 at most.
Yeah, the most obviously would be 8 because that would take him through age 37.
See, the reason I say
37,
that
I
is
think.
I would basically do anything to get Gerrit Cole. If it
Yeah.
does take 8 years, and I'll do 8 years.
That's
I
my
don't
thing,
prefer
like-
to do that, you know.
Let's just say you do sign Cole to an 8-year deal. I'll take 5 great years out of those 8 easily. Like
Yep.
that's all that
It's
matters.
the trade-off, dude. It's the trade-off, and like, it really comes like, and even with like say CC Sabathia, they signed him, got the championship in 2009. He tailed off in 2013 to 2015. Granted, he ended up refining himself as a pitcher, but
Yeah.
say he didn't, I still think it's worth it to get that one championship in 2009, and say he was bunged from 2013 through
Oh, of
2019 or
course.
whatever. I take that. Same with say Mark Teixeira, for example. That's a player that is signing him. led
Oh,
to
100%.
winning the 2009 World Series, and he kind of derailed towards the tail end of his career with injuries, and he just wasn't as great. And either way, I would sign him again.
Yeah, I would easily like the contract I would be going for with Cole is probably 7 years, over 225, easily.
What is that AAV wise?
Let me do the math here really quick.
But I mean, yeah. Would you say 7 years?
7 years,
See, I would preferably
225.
give him 6, but I mean,
That's
I really think
32
just not
mil.
gonna happen. 32 mil. Well, I mean, the AAV
Yeah.
that Passan brought up in his article was 35. So wait, do 35 times
Okay.
7. What would that be? Bro, he's at least getting north of
35?
250. 100%. Because the Angels also
245.
225. Oh, okay, no. So what is 8 times
245.
35? What is 8 and 35? Is that 250?
8 and that's 280.
280. I think that's ultimately, bro. It's gonna come down to that. I think it might be 280 over 8. That's
And
insane.
honestly, I'm okay with that.
Oh, bro, absolutely, 100%.
This is
And
the
I made a
best
video
pitcher
about
of our generation.
this. Bro, 100%. And no, dude, honestly, and I tweeted this out, dude. This literally could be the best free agent signing. If they do sign him, the best free agent signing in their history for the Yankees.
I agree.
Like, I
That,
mean,
it has
maybe
the
up there with
potential for
CeCe.
that.
But, like, I mean, like, Jesus Christ. Imagine the starting rotation for the Yankees in 2020. And I said this in
Yeah.
my video. Gerrit Cole, James Paxton, Luis Severino,
Dirty.
Masahiro Tanaka.
Dirty.
Number 5 guy, you can go Jordan Montgomery, Domingo Herman, Jay Haff if he's still on the team. Now, if they do sign Cole, I think they'll do literally anything in their power to dump Jay Haff.
I agree.
I mean, we'll have to see, but I'm pumped, dude.
Yeah, so bottom line, we need Cole in pinstripes. There's really, there's no doubt about it. Because I've told so many people, if the Yankees don't sign Cole, they are no better than they were last season. There's no way that you could win a World Series by having to throw your bullpen out for the entirety of every single playoff game. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, and it's not just you that said it too, bro. Zach Britton himself said that
Britton went off. Yeah,
you can't keep running at the bullpen guys every single day, and
It's overexposure.
I'm kind of used to it at this point, but yeah, you definitely need a solid starting rotation. And if the Yankees do sign Gerrit Cole, not only will they have a solid starting rotation, they will have a great, possibly I would say a top 5 starting rotation in baseball. And honestly,
easily.
I mean, I'll have to really look into this. I'll probably be talking to my ass here. They may have the best rotation in baseball if they actually do sign Gerrit Cole. Considering how much value Gerrit Cole adds, just think about.
They would definitely be up there.
Potential wise, I mean, you have 3 possible aces, arguably maybe 4 possible aces in that rotation.
Yeah, if Tanaka's on, you have 4.
Yeah, facts, dude. Honestly, say they don't sign Gerrit Cole, James Paxton, Luis Severino, and Tanaka, all 3 of those guys are in conversation to start number 1 next year for the Yankees opening day. So you add Gerrit Cole to that mix. That's 4 possible aces. Well, 1 for sure ace, and then 3 possible aces. I mean, and then number 5 guy, I think Jordan Montgomery is going to come really crucial in 2020 and beyond, because he's one of the few starting pitchers that they have control over. It's right now it's literally Severino and Montgomery.
Yeah, I agree too. I agree. The thing that makes Cole so important for me that I feel like a lot of people aren't really talking about is I'm pretty sure Tanaka and Paxton are both free agents at the end of the season.
Yep.
Odds are you're not going to re-sign both of them. So at what? Yeah. So at what point?
I think Tanaka. I'm sorry to cut you off. Tanaka, I think is coming back. I believe they will sign Tanaka. I'm thinking 3 years, and let me do this in the math real quick. I'm thinking 3 years, $50 million from Masahiro Tanaka. They'll sign after this year. Book it. That's just a random thought. Go on. Sorry.
Personally, I think that Paxton's gonna walk. I think that Montgomery's really gonna break out in 2019 and prove himself as our left-hander of the future. What I say, 2019?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah, he's gonna prove himself and break out in 2020 and really prove himself as our left-handed starter. And there's really not going to be a need for Paxton anymore.
Real quick,
also, don't forget Didi Garcia is coming up too. So, yeah. So I really think that there's no debating that the Yankees need Gerrit Cole. But one free agent that I don't think that they necessarily need to hold on to is Didi Gregorius. Dan, I think you know how I feel about Didi. He's not necessarily the guy for the Yankees anymore. He did a great job taking over for Jeter, but personally, I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, first and foremost, let's definitely say that. He did do a great job taking over for legend and Derek Jeter, and he was a real good player for the Yankees during the transition years of the 2013 to 2016 era, pre-2017. He was a good player, probably one of our best players during that time, but coming off Tommy John surgery, he was definitely not as good as we once thought he was. He played about 85 games. I think he had an on base of 276.
Yeah, it was rough.
His defense regressed. He was just overall not good in 2019. And with Gleyber Torres obviously being able to play shortstop, when we do still have DJ LeMahieu, we can definitely survive a loss of Didi Gregorius. Yeah. He's probably going to get about $12 to $15 million over 3 years somewhere, and we're definitely not going to sign him to that. So unless he wants to maybe take a small cheap prove it deal, I'd say he's definitely done as a Yankee.
Yeah, to be completely honest with you, even if we did re-sign Didi, I like the way our infield works out better without him. I would put Gio at third, Gleyber at short, DJ at second, and then platoon Ford and Voit at first base. That's my perfect infield heading into 2020.
I don't know what they're gonna. I think Voit will be the everyday guy. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Ford. I don't think they want.
No, but I could see. I could see Ford being plugged in once in a while for matchups.
No, I think Ford will be one outfield injury away from being called up, and the reason I say that is they'll have Stanton DH.
Okay.
So say either Stanton or one of the outfielders gets hurt, and then I think Ford will come in and DH, and then whoever's not hurt will just
I could see that.
Outfield positions. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that happening.
Ford will probably start in AAA. I'm not sure if he has options. I think he does.
Yeah.
Or if not, maybe the Yankees trade him. Who knows? I think he has some value.
I mean, he definitely has value attached to him.
First baseman. I mean, he's not. I mean, he is 27. He's not that young. So he has some value. I don't want to overstate what his value is. But yeah, the infield alignment will be pretty solid as it is right now. You'll have Gio Urshela at third base, Gleyber at short.
Yeah.
DJ LeMahieu at second base, and then Luke Voigt at first. So, not
Yeah.
bad.
And have you seen Glaber's splits between when he plays second base and when he plays short? I know that's a
I
small
never buy
sample
into those
size.
stats, bro. I don't buy
Yeah.
into those stats. It doesn't make sense to me.
Personally-
I'm assuming what? He's better at short,
Personally,
isn't he?
I-
Like, it makes no
Yeah.
sense.
But, like, I think that there is kind of some reasoning to it because, like, you've played baseball, like, you know. Like, let's say, like, your favorite position to play is third base, and you're playing third base. Like, obviously that has, like, that's giving you a different mentality when you're playing in the game,
Well, I
is it
would say
not?
the mentality can be adjusted more so if, say when he's playing second base, he's, like, dreading life and he's, like, suicidal or
Uh-huh.
something. Like, I guess I can understand that. But,
Well, I mean,
not
I think we could all agree Glaber's not the best defensive second baseman.
he's also not great at short. I think he's about league average at short. But
I would say he's
definitely
better at short than
second.
he is at second.
Oh, he is. Defensive metrics say he is.
Yeah.
No, he definitely
Yeah.
is. Second base, he is a negative defender. But it's
Yeah.
annoying because it's kind of like the routine plays that he fucks up on, which is annoying.
And also-
he makes dazzling plays.
Even Glaber's worst day is better than Didi's best day. And I hate to say it, but it's true.
I wouldn't agree with that, to be honest. I think
I would.
some people give Didi too much slack, not slack. They kind of get on him a little bit.
Well,
too
I'm
much.
talking
Like,
defensively.
Oh no! Oh, defensively. Oh, I would agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm cool with saying that. But like offensively as a whole, I mean, Didi was a solid player for us, and like, coming up, say even 2018, which statistically that was his best year as a Yankee. He
Yeah.
had like a 120 weighted runs created plus. His on base percentage wasn't bad. It was about 335, which obviously isn't great, but it still is, it's serviceable.
But you know
He
why,
slugged
right?
Close to 500. Why what?
Why his stats are so inflated in 2018.
Oh, stop! Yeah, he had a good.
He
April.
had
That's part of
he had
the
an,
season, so.
an amazing April.
Yeah,
And then he was
did.
average
He
for the rest of
no,
the year.
No. He had an amazing April. MVP
Historic
calorie.
April.
Disappeared in May.
Yes.
And then from June
He
on,
was
he was
average.
just average Didi.
Yes.
And April is just as much as the season as it is May. You could also look at May and be like, oh, that was an aberration. He was terrible. Just as much as you can say, oh, April was an aberration. He was really insanely good.
Okay,
Didi was
well-
good in 2018. That's all I'm saying. Hit about 27 home runs. He was a good player for us. 2015.
He was.
Well, not really 2015. 2016, 2017, 2018. He was a solid player. Was coming off Tommy John surgery, heading into 2019. Only played about 80 games. He definitely was not good whatsoever. That is known. That's a fact. But
Yeah.
people get on him a little bit too much, and they act like he's the son of Satan. I don't understand it. But yeah, I don't want to back with that said.
Yeah, I'm not really on either side with the whole Didi argument. Like, I don't hate him, I don't love him. I just necessarily don't think we need him back, and I think you can agree with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
Also, I mean, yeah, we don't. Unless maybe he. I don't even know if I can say this, but maybe if he wants like a 1 year like 10 million, maybe something like that.
Mhm.
All right, maybe. But
Yeah.
like only if Didi wasn't left-handed, bro, that changes this entire.
Oh,
conversation.
yeah,
That's
for
the
sure.
only reason I'll even mention the name Didi Gregorius
Yeah.
heading into 2020 because he's left-handed. I
I
consider
agree.
that because that actually is a problem for us.
Yeah, I
We're
agree.
Very, very right-handed heavy dude.
Mhm.
So get me Francisco Lindor and we're just fine.
That's another thing. Francisco Lindor, personally, like, I don't see those trade rumors going anywhere since they definitely died down
It would
since
take
the
a while.
offseason starts. Yeah. Also,
Well, with Cole coming, that's really why.
Yeah, that's
Now we're
why.
just focused on Cole.
but I don't see the Yankees wasting their prospects on a 1 year of Francisco Lindor. I just
Well, no. First of all, let's not call it wasting. And I am pretty sure, almost positive, it's 2 years of Francisco Lindor.
I'm pretty sure he's a free agent after next season.
I don't believe so.
Is it
let
2
me
years?
check, but I'm gonna check.
Well, regardless of what it is, it's 1 or 2 years.
well, yeah, but 2 years is a whole lot better than 1 year because there's no way Lindor is a. It's 2 more years.
Okay, so 2
It's
years.
2 more years.
But regardless,
It's
like,
arbitration year.
I love Francisco Lindor, but I say you need to focus on the big prize like Cole at this point, and then if Lindor falls into your
absolutely,
lap,
no, 100%.
then
But
yeah.
honestly, I don't think they're even remotely related to each other in terms of 2020. And you want to know why? Cole, all you have to give him is money. That's it. Then you just pay him. That's literally it.
well, I'm
If you
talking
say
about
trade
time
for
and
Cole,
effort
that's
at this
what
point.
Well, time and effort. Oh, give me a break. God damn. The Yankees traded for Giancarlo Stanton. And, like,
Stanton fell
they
into their
tried to get
lap.
Cole.
He fell into their
Oh, he
lap.
did, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's still, that's not something that you just do without, thinking about it.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm
it
just
is.
saying, I don't think the Yankees are done after Cole. They could be, and I'd be just fine with, like, literally, that's all they have to do. Get Gerrit Cole. That's fine. But
Yeah,
adding Francisco Lindor, dude, that would help a lot.
I agree.
Just imagine this, dude. DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge,
Yeah.
Francisco Lindor, Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah. I agree, but that's also a conversation for a different time. So let's move on to our next topic. Dan, I have a question for you. This has been the talk on Twitter very much the past couple weeks. What do you think about the Yankees having an alternate uniform?
Oh, you mean trending on Twitter because of me? You mean?
I don't know if it was because of you. It was...
Oh, stop, bro. We're throwing the tweet up here. I'm sending it to you. But yeah, anyways, how do I feel about the Yankees adding an alternate jersey?
Yeah.
Now, first of all, let me just say for a while, I was not necessarily, I would say maybe I was open to it, but I was not necessarily for it.
Okay.
But I have to say, the Players Weekend, not from 2017, not from 2018,
This
but
one.
from 2019,
Yeah.
the Yankees black, not alternates, but the black Players Weekend jerseys, those were one of the flyest fucking jerseys.
Yeah.
Just uniforms as a
I
whole,
agree.
especially worn by Aaron Judge, that I've ever seen in my life. So I would be definitely for it, I would say. If, say, we did something similar to that, maybe like a dark navy, or something like that. I don't think, my one thing with it that I would agree with and that I just necessarily will think will happen, or won't happen, I don't think, whenever the Yankees are at home at Yankee Stadium,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Keep
think
it the
we'll see an
pinstripes.
alternate jersey.
Yeah.
I think the pinstripes will always be at home. I think on the road, maybe like a road alternate, I think you could see that. That will be worn maybe 10 times a year.
I agree.
You know?
For me, my opinion on the whole situation is I would love an alternate road jersey. Like, to be completely honest with you, when I was with a former publication a couple years ago, I wrote an article that the Yankees need to use their, the navy blue jerseys.
Yanks go yard.
I don't know
Yard?
what site it was for.
Oh.
But do you remember, do you know their navy blue spring training jerseys? The ones that are,
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it
those are awesome. Like, I would love for them to use those maybe like once a month on the road. Like, that would be
That'd be dope.
sick.
Or I'd want the Yankee logo on it. But I'm not sure what they'll do.
It
but
could
I
just
think
say
it's
New
possible.
York, I think.
Yeah,
The road
right,
ones do.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool. The thing is, it has to look classy
Yeah.
still. It has to be clean. It has to be dope as fuck. Like it has to. A lot of things have to happen
Yeah.
for it, and it also has to be approved by Steinbrenner.
Yeah, and personally, like, I don't really see it ever happening. But I think it's definitely something that should be taken into account. If not,
I see it happening a
work
lot
on.
more now than I say I would 5 years ago.
Why? Because of Nike? Or just because of the times?
Well, no, because Nike has nothing to do with it. But I would say.
Well, no,
it
Nike
seems
would
like-
design it.
Well, no, but I'm saying in terms of who would ultimately be the decision maker, it would be the Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say just because I think we're a lot more open to things nowadays, just like the Yankees are too. Like, remember when, like, even say back in 2013 when Brett Gardner was like, I'm not sure if he was fined.
Was
but
it
he,
the
like,
mustache?
got in trouble. No, not those are they were allowed. He had white cleats on. And they were
Oh, I
considered
remember
too
that,
flashy.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, the Yankees don't.
Well,
do that,
A-Rod
so
rocked
Yankees
those
don't do
too.
it. A-Rod never had white cleats.
Yes, he
on.
did.
Pull it up, bro.
I'll pull up a picture. I'm gonna put it in the video.
Send it in the email.
You want me to send it to you right now?
But All-Star game and playoffs are not counted though.
Oh, okay. I think I'm picturing A-Rod in the white cleats. 2007 All-Star game, I think.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Say we got every fucking douchebag player wore. Not you, a douchebag. I love A-Rod. But anyways, forget what we were talking about. Alternate jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might happen. Only because, like I said, it seems like the Yankees are a little bit more open to flashiness, you could say. But at the same time, I could also definitely see it not happening. I would say I see it more so not going to happen than will.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see it happening either, but one could hope. Now that we're on, like, the whole morality Yankee Twitter debate here, what do you think about beards and long hair?
Oh, dude. Fuck no. Absolutely
Are you
not.
serious?
Oh, God, dude. Absolutely not.
Wait, what?
Why? Are you for?
Yes!
You're for? Oh, God, dude.
Wait a minute.
No,
So
absolutely
you're
not.
telling me that you don't, like...
That I like the Yankees to remain clean shaven and looking proper
No.
as an actual business organization, 100%. Bro. I'm not, you want to look like the 04 Red Sox?
No,
You wanna look
but
like-
I think Gerrit
you want
Cole
John-
looks fine.
No, Gerrit Cole's hair is fine.
And his beard is
I mean,
fine. What's wrong with
No,
him?
Gerrit Cole. No. Gerrit Cole can have like 2017 Clint Frazier hair, but Brown obviously. No, the beard. No.
Why?
No. Because that's not business. Like no, you just can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
It's not the Yankee way. That's just how we do things.
No, I think that's just...
That I don't ever want to see change. You want names in the back too?
No, obviously never any names on the back. But, like, let's be completely honest with each other. Some players just look better
You want names.
and more intimidating with beards. Like, you're telling me that if we sign Madison Bumgarner, you want him to shave?
One, we're not signing Madison.
But I'm saying hypothetically, Daniel.
No. Well, Madison Bumgarner, no, because he's gonna go. No, absolutely. I don't even want to think about Madison Bumgarner because we're getting Gerrit Cole. As for Gerrit Cole,
Let's say
Alex
Judge
Stafford
wanted to
is
grow a
losing
beard.
mile an hour. Aaron Judge doesn't want to grow a beard.
Let's say he
He's
did.
not going to grow a beard.
Let's say he wanted to one day. Would you tell him no?
No, that's retarded. That doesn't make sense. No, if Aaron Judge grew a beard, he's just not going to grow a beard. He's a Yankee.
All right.
Are you saying if Aaron Judge was like,
yes,
no, I'm growing a beard, and if you don't let it happen,
that's the situation I'm saying.
All right, I would say, Aaron, all right, there's the door, man. I mean, like, you're clearly not the kind of individual I want on my team.
That's like the worst mentality. Like, do you realize the whole no beard? All right, I'm all for like cleanly look, business look, but like if you go to a business office, I'm sure a lot of people in the Yankees front office even have beards. Like,
oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
But that's
there's nothing.
Rule. You cannot have a beard. That's it. You can have a mustache.
Yeah, back in the day, there was also a rule that like there's just stupid rules in baseball.
You better hope it's true, bro. I'll fact check your ass, bro. I'll know if it's head it's true.
There's so many stupid rules in baseball. I don't even think that this is something that we should even be talking about. How are you going to tell somebody they're not allowed to have facial hair?
You're the one who brought it up. You brought it up, first of all.
But I'm saying it shouldn't even be a conversation of debate. It should just be something that's non-existent.
Because the Yankees' policy is just clean shave. That's how it is. It looks clean. We don't want to look like... Dude, just imagine.
But by saying that, you're saying that having a beard doesn't look clean.
No, I'm saying, and let me fucking speak, and I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I'm thinking, how I feel right now, I would be okay if, say, they put it into, like, place... You can have a beard, but it has to be well.
Sure, 100%.
No, like Johnny Gomes bullshit.
No,
like
I never said that.
Like, dude, I'm thinking 04 Red Sox.
No, don't think that.
You're allowing beards, so they very well could do that, bro.
No, there has to be a requirement.
If I'm not saying I don't want it, but like, if that happened, like, okay, that's
because
fine,
like I think that Gerrit Cole looks completely fine. Tell me not.
I still don't like. No, dude, it's not a matter of how they look. Gerrit Cole is a very attractive human being.
You did not just say that.
What?
That Gerrit Cole's an attractive human being.
Yes, so is Aaron Judge. I mean,
Aaron Judge is an attractive human being. I love Aaron Judge.
You did not just say that.
I would donate my left kidney for
I almost called you the F word, but I can't say that or else we get banned.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, beards, no thank you. But if it does happen, just make sure that it's, clean shaven. Or not clean shaven, but like professional looking. It won't happen though, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yo, alright, so, question.
Answer.
What do you think if something has to happen first, what happens first? Alternate jerseys or beards being allowed?
Oh, that's easy. Beards being allowed.
Really?
100%. It's going to happen within the next 10 years.
Oh, no, alright, we'll bet on that.
We could bet on that.
I'll give you Yankees Avenue, you give me Unhinged.
Deal.
Yankees, whoever
Deal.
Deal.
That's
all
a deal.
Done. What's next?
Yeah, I think that's all we plan on talking about today.
Word?
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. You could follow me on Instagram at True Hennessy, on Twitter at Unhinged Yankees. Be sure to check out.
Why isn't it True Hennessy on Twitter, Pat?
True Hennessy's not on Twitter anymore because I got permanently suspended for some copyright issues that I had nothing to do with. But yeah, check out Unhinged Yankees every morning for quality Yankees content. Be sure to subscribe to this Lights Out YouTube channel. Also follow us on Twitter at LightsOutNY, I believe it is. Yeah, just be sure to keep up with us. Dan, you want to plug any of your social medias?
Yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dan Allen Rourke, Instagram at Dan Allen Rourke, Yankees Avenue on Instagram, and some other Instagram accounts that you'll find on there. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. Just called Dan Rourke, and yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning into the first episode of Lights Out, and have a great day.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to tune in to the next episode of Lights Out with Patrick and Dan.